Hey, so what's going on everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video what I want to go over is a video going onto The Flash and going over a few things, going into episode 12, going over my review for it, going onto my thoughts and opinions and everything, and basically breaking it down, going over everything I want to go over. And before we get into it, if you want to and you're new around here, you can subscribe, leave a like and comment down below. Do all of that if you want to, and I'll have links down below if you want to go and check them out. So it's going to be Twitter, it's going to be Discord, and you can join a Discord server which is going to be going over some comic book stuff, and let's get into it. And before we start the whole review and everything, I thought it was a good episode. I didn't think it was a really bad episode. I thought it was actually really good. I didn't think it was an amazing episode, but I kind of thought it was at least watchable, it's at least bearable to watch. But going into the biggest kind of things I want to go over. So number one is going to be, Cisco wasn't really in the episode. He was in the episode, but he wasn't really in it, if you know what I mean. He wasn't really there. He's obviously an amazing character and everything, but in this episode, he just wasn't really there. He's been kind of obsessed with going into this metahuman cure, which to be honest, I'm going to go over something at the end of the video, which is going to be going into the whole Barry, going into Cicada and everything, which is going to be pretty big as well. So I'm going to be going over that, but basically I'll kind of I'll speak more on it just around there. Another thing I want to go over is going on to Nora. She wasn't amazing, she wasn't really bad in the episode. I just didn't really think she was a really important character, to be honest. She was obviously, kind of there developing on her story, going into Sherlock Wells, which is kind of investigating her, but really kind of subtly this time, instead of going up to her and actually asking her questions. And basically he ended up saving her, even though he put her in that kind of predicament. Now, one of the biggest kind of things I want to go over is going to be going on to Reverse Flash. Apparently, he wants to actually help go up against Cicada. He wants to help bring Cicada down, which to be honest, I thought was a really interesting kind of thing to go over. I think it's going to be a really kind of fun story to be on and kind of get as well, because, Reverse Flash, he doesn't like Barry. He doesn't like Barry at all. And obviously, this whole season is going to be about, Reverse Flash going on to build up his legacy or whatever. So this is obviously going to help to him kind of building up his legacy. He's actually able to say, he went on and helped defeat Cicada, which is going to be one of the biggest kind of things going into history and going on to Cicada in general, because from what we know, he's never actually been defeated. Now, going on to one of my favorite things from the episode is going to be going on to Red Death, which is going to be a reference to a speedster, but technically I'm pretty sure it's Bruce Wayne and Barry Allen mixed into one character. So it is going to be kind of weird. I don't know way too much about the character, so I'm not going to try and break him down or anything. I'm not going to do anything like that. But what I am aware of the character is basically, Bruce and Barry, and obviously, Bruce ends up putting the Batmobile into this cosmic treadmill, I'm pretty sure is something like that. I don't know way too much again, but I'm pretty sure that is something in it. I don't know way too much about it. I'm not going to go into way too much detail because, I don't really want to go on and try and explain something I don't actually know about. Now, another thing I want to go on and mention is going to be Grace being the real Cicada, which is going to be, it's going to be kind of confusing to go on and explain and everything. If you haven't seen the episode, it's going to be really confusing if you actually haven't seen the episode. From what I'm aware of, it's a piece of shrapnel stuck in her brain, and a load of people have went on and said there's a theory going around basically saying that she's going on and basically mind controlling Cicada, which I'm not too sure exactly how to feel about, and that basically, she's the real Cicada, which to be honest, as I said, I'm not way too sure about. I'm not too sure exactly if that could work out, but I probably will do a video tomorrow or something going into that, going into it on more detail or whatever. In my opinion on it, I don't think it's going to be a really good twist. I think it's going to be kind of a really, bad twist really. I don't really think Grace is going to be a great villain. And she is a child actor and her acting wasn't amazing or anything, so I don't really want to go into too much detail there, but basically I just wouldn't really like her as a main villain or whatever. I don't think she'd be a really, good main villain, to be honest. Now, going on to the Flash Museum, I thought that was amazing and everything. I was really happy to actually be able to go on and see it in more detail and everything. I thought it was pretty good. Obviously, you have Iris who's going to be in the future. You have basically her meeting, or technically not really meeting, her future self, which is going to be kind of I'm pretty sure it was camouflaged or whatever. I'm not too sure exactly if that's the best way you want to go and put it. But basically I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Obviously, I can't wait to go on and see more future kind of flashbacks or whatever, or future kind of memories is kind of the best way to go on and put it, I guess. Which, I'm not too sure exactly if that is a good way to put it, but I'm just gonna, leave it with that. And another thing I want to go on and mention is going to be the setting up of the Central City Citizen, which I'm pretty sure is actually the whole newspaper. I'm pretty sure I'm actually saying it right. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is the Central City Citizen. But going on to it, basically, it's just going to be kind of another nod going into the whole future newspaper or whatever. And there's going to be Crisis next year, which is going to be great as well. And to be honest, I'm not too sure exactly how everything is going to work out there. I'm not too sure exactly if it's going to be where it's only going to be up a year for the whole Central City Citizen. It's only going to be up a year, and they're going to be going on to dealing with Crisis. Barry's obviously not going to die. From a company standpoint, it is not going to make a lot of sense to kill off the main character on a TV show that's pulling in the most ratings, because when you come to think of it, obviously they want to make a load of money. It's just not going to be a really smart kind of business decision. It's just not going to be a really kind of smart decision at all. And going into the last kind of thing I want to go over, which is going to be going into the metahuman cure and using it on Cicada. Cicada, which is going to be what Barry ended up saying. I think it is so stupid how Barry basically said and how everyone said they should have like a choice to be able to use like this metahuman cure, and now Barry's over here like an episode or two later going on basically saying, you know, I want to use it on Cicada. It's just not making a load of sense. I think it's just really stupid, and I just want to know what everyone kind of thinks of that down below basically. But that's been pretty much it for the whole video, so I hope you enjoyed at least somewhat. Obviously, you know, you can subscribe, leave a like and comment down below if you want to, do all of that as well, and just hope you have a great day and everything, and goodbye.